Hey everyone, Tyler Ford here, Tucson, Arizona, eXp Realty, and welcome to this live broadcast of Living in Tucson, your Tucson Real Estate Connection. And every month I do the monthly housing market report, and I put it up on my website. But what I'm going to start doing is each and every Wednesday, I'm going to be looking at the Tucson home inventory levels. In my opinion, home inventory levels are a leading indicator. I think the market is slowly starting to shift. So I'm going to be tracking home inventory levels on a weekly basis rather than a monthly basis, just to keep you updated and let you know where we're at in terms of home inventory levels and whether we're in a seller's market or a buyer's market. So each and every week, I'm going to dive into the MLS and we're going to look at the various home inventory levels for single family homes, condos, townhomes, and manufactured homes. So with that, I'm going to keep these short and simple, probably 10 minutes or less each and every Wednesday. And I'm going to log in and share my screen and take you over to the MLS where we're going to track the home inventory levels. So right here, I'm logged into the Tucson MLS, and I'm going to make this bigger here. So I'm logged in, and I've got Tucson selected single family homes. And as of this week, there's 819 single family homes listed in the MLS. And once we go through this, I'm going to go over to a little spreadsheet where I'm keeping track of everything so you can see the progression of how home inventory levels are slowly starting to rise. So single family homes, there's 819. If we jump over to townhomes, there are 70 townhomes listed in the MLS of all of Tucson. And now I'm going to jump over to condos. And right now there's 56 condos listed for sale in the MLS. And then manufactured homes, there are 48. So with that, I'm now going to jump over to a spreadsheet, and we're going to plug these numbers in and show you what's going on a weekly basis in terms of home inventory levels. So single family homes, there were 819. Townhomes, we're looking at 70 townhomes listed in the MLS. And condos, we've got 56. And manufactureds, we've got 48. And if I pull this down, so there was a net difference from this week to last week of 21 homes, net different increase. But if you look, I started tracking this back in July. We are up nearly 100 listings in the MLS over the last month. So again, this is something to keep track of, because again, my feeling is as this market slowly starts to shift, home inventory levels is going to be the leading indicator as to whether we're in a buyer's market or a seller's market. So right now, we're in a seller's market right now. Home inventory levels are still low relative. A good healthy supply and demand in Tucson, in my opinion, in terms of home inventory is anywhere between like 25 and 3,500. And keep in mind, pre-COVID, inventory levels were already pretty low. And then COVID hit and inventory levels just started plummeting. And as a result, last year, we had a year-over-year appreciation on homes of about 24%. So home inventory levels are definitely starting to tick up. I think it's going to take a little while for this to play out. But if you're a buyer out there, I would encourage you, I know it's been frustrating over the last year and a half or so. I'd encourage you just to be patient and wait for things to slow down, which they certainly are. We're seeing homes sit on the market a little bit longer, and we're also seeing quite a few homes doing price reductions because buyers are not chasing the top end of the market. But one thing you can do every month, what I do is on my website, Tucson Homes and Lots. Each and every month, I put out a housing market report. And this is the homepage. And if you scroll down, you can click on this link right here, and it will take you over to my monthly housing market report. And you can get an in-depth deep dive of what's going on in the Tucson housing market. I do a little video to recap. But again, this is more just week by week to look at home inventory levels, just so you can get a feel of what's going on. But again, they're slowly starting to creep up. But if you go over to my website, you can get a detailed look at what's going on from a monthly standpoint. The TAR puts out the numbers each and every month. And if you scroll to the very bottom and click here, you can get the full report, which is the full report that TAR puts out each and every month. So hopefully that helps. Again, I said I was going to keep this short and sweet. We are going to be tracking home inventory levels on a weekly basis, just to give you a pulse of what's going on, whether you're on the sell side or the buy side. If you're a seller, it's definitely a great time, because I do think that this market is slowly starting to shift and buyers are not chasing the top end of this market. So if you have any questions or comments, love to answer them. But until then, I will see you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. And we'll be going over what's going on next week in terms of inventory levels, whether they're going up or down. Make it a great day.